Hi friends, today I'm going to teach you about the motion topic. It is a motion topic. Okay. Now look at the it's now what is motion? First, before understanding the word motion, we have to understand the word rest. What it is? A body is said to be in the state of a rest when its position does not change with respect to a reference point. What it means? Now understand it by an example. Suppose this is our Earth. Okay, when we are going to launch a rocket in a space. If we launch the rocket, suppose this is we are launching this rocket from an space center like ISRO, which is situated in India. If we are going to launch this rocket, then what will happen? It will go outer. This is the upper surface Earth environment. This is our atmosphere. It will go beyond this atmosphere. Suppose we are tending it to the land on the moon. This is the moon planet. So what will happen? This will go look like this will go like this, and then it will change its position like this. Then what happening here? We can observe one thing here. We can actually till now we are able to locate this rocket with the help of an monitoring. We are monitoring this rocket from this research center, from this space center. So this is our reference point. This is our reference point. So we can say a rocket is in. This is our reference point. So we can say a rocket is in motion with respect to reference point. If we look a rocket, suppose like this. If we look a rocket like this, uh, sorry. Suppose if we look a rocket like this is moving from the suppose this is Mars. This is moving from the Mars to the moon, but we are looking observer. Suppose this is a observer which is on the Earth planet and looking this rocket. We have seen this rocket at this moment when this rocket left at the Mars planet. So what will happen? This rocket will move further like this. So we have actually I we have watched we have started watching this rocket at this point. We don't know from where from where it starts, from where it is coming. We only know that it is motion from this point only. Suppose this is our point A and this is our point B. So we are observing that only this rocket is in motion from point A to the point B. But we actually, if we on the Earth, we don't know about it reference point from where it starts. Like in this example, as we know, this rocket is starts from the space center, that is ISRO. So it is going like this. So here here look at the definition of rest in motion. A body is said to be state of rest when its position does not change respect to a reference point. But here we can see here body is changing continuously with respect to a reference point. So we will say this rocket is in motion because we know the reference point. If we don't know the reference point, then we can't say anything about it. It is in motion or in rest. Reference point is mandatory. I should highlight this. Reference point is very mandatory to talk about the rest and motion state of an object. Similarly, motion can be defined in two different ways. Now look at here. First is circulatory motion or a circular motion. If we look at if you go through the suppose this is the circular path. Actually, this is a garden which starts from walking from this point A to this point B. So what will happen? Till now we will cover a half circle. It is known as also a semicircle. If we further walk, then we will cover from the B to A point. So this type of motion is a circular motion. It is because our path is circular here. In circular motion, circular path is here. In circular motion, in circular motion, circular path, in circular motion, circular path exists. Okay, this is the circular path, hence it is called a circular motion. You have also experienced the joint wheel that is rotating like this in the vertical direction. Here we see it's like this. There are many sections. Here we see this joint wheel rotate like this in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so this is the example for the circulatory motion. Now look at the let me zoom in. Now look at the linear motion, what it is. Linear motion happens in a straight line path. Linear motion have a straight line path. Suppose we are going on a highway road. Highway road. Suppose this is the length of the road is 100 kilometer. So this road will be a straight line in a single line. Okay, it is not a curvy line or like this. So it is called our linear motion. Linear motion happens in a linear motion has a linear path. Okay, so is that's why its name is linear motion. Okay, now look at the third type of motion, which is a oscillatory or a vibratory motion. In this to and fro path happened. Let me highlight this so you never forget about it. To and fro path with respect to the origin. Here we are not talking about with respect to the origin. Okay, here origin doesn't matter, but in the vibratory or oscillatory motion to and fro path is matter. Now look at how this path it look like. Let me zoom out first. Okay, now look at here. Hmm, okay, let me move. Okay, now look at here to and fro motion. To and fro path, how it look like. If you have you might have seen the pendulum clock. How it look like. This is the rod for the pendulum clock, and this pendulum moves like this. First it goes up in the right direction, and then it will return back. Then it will return back like this, and this is and also passed. Suppose this point is A. When it return back and also passed from this, and it will goes left in the left upward direction like this, and then also and then it also come back at its original position. So this type of motion this happen in the pendulum clock. Okay, so this type of motion this is known as the to and fro path. What it is? It is known as the to and fro path. So this type of motion is called the circulatory or a vibratory motion. Okay, now look at our next topic. Our next topic, which is a scalar quantity. What it is? I think I should explain you with an example, then we will move on to the formal definition. Okay, first I will tell you about the example about the scalar quantity. Okay, scalar and vector quantity, both about it. Now look at here. Suppose this is a rock, this is a hill station. Okay, this is the hill station where this is the top of the hill station where we want to where we want to go here. So we will follow the this rock path. Okay, to go at the top position. Okay, this is known as the point A. Suppose this is point A, this is point B. If we have to go from the point A to the point B, we will follow this path. If we go by the car, bicycle, or any type okay, if we go with the car, with the help of car or a bicycle, okay, or a motorcycle, we have to follow this circular. This is rock. Okay, this is our rock, or we can also say this is our mountain. We have to reach to the point B at the top of this mountain, so we will follow this path. Now look at here, there is one more option from go to A to B. This is it is known as the aerial distance. What it is? Aerial distance means air distance. Okay, suppose if we talk about if we go from the helicopter. Okay, now suppose if we go with the help of the helicopter, what it will be? it will go to the aerial distance. It will go to directly from A to B like this. This is the shortest distance between A and B. And this is what is it is? It is the shortest distance. It is the shortest distance. It is the shortest distance. It is the shortest distance between A and B. So here we have two options. One first option is go to through the this rocks path, okay, by foot or by bicycle, and second is go through the helicopter. What it is? It is a helicopter, okay. It go through the aerial distance in the air. This is the shortest distance, okay. So from this distance, this aerial distance, this shortest distance between A and B is known as this displacement. What it is? It is a displacement, okay. This distance is known as the displacement. Shortest distance between 2 points is known as displacement, okay. And this this rock path, this mountain path is known as the distance between point A and B. So you are getting what is the difference between the term distance and the displacement. Both are the different terms, okay. Now look at here. So here we can say displacement required direction. Actually here direction is involved. I am talking about go from A to B, okay. Here direction is involved already.